Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and you like what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to. It's totally up to you. Anyway, I wanted to create some really cool looking autumn nails, and of course I had to use real flowers because I really love how they look and I love using them. And I especially like using them over a clear nail. So if you want to see how I did this, just keep watching. So I've already glued on long stiletto tips. I've already extended my nail bed using my own Cover Pink powder. Now on my middle nail, I'm just applying a very thin layer of clear acrylic, and I'll be doing the same thing on my ring nail because I'll be putting on some of the real flowers on top, and I just like to have a thin layer of acrylic to act as a barrier between the real flowers and my actual nail. So I wanted my index and pinky nail to be a little bit more on the simpler side since I used these big flowers. So I'm just applying a small, slightly chunky holographic gold glitter mix just to the tip, and I'm keeping this quite thin because I still have to encapsulate in clear acrylic. I'm just repeating the same thing on my index nail, and when I apply glitter to the tip, I like to keep the glitter quite thin because I still have to encapsulate the nail in clear acrylic, and I don't like the nail to end up all thick and bulky, so I always keep the nail tip quite thin. Thin and sleek looks better than thick and bulky, so that's just what I do. Whenever I'm going to use real flowers, I always apply a wet bead of acrylic where I'm going to put the real flower, and while the acrylic is still quite wet, I just pick up the flower and place it on top, and I like to use a clear plastic bag to press down the flower because this prevents my finger getting stuck in the acrylic and all that stuff. But sometimes I forget and I do use my finger, but if I'm remembering, then I do try to get out a bag of some sort, whether it's a little Ziploc bag or a sandwich bag, anything that's not going to stick to the acrylic because that's helpful. I have used just my finger and then my fingerprint ends up in the acrylic, but I do try to remember to use a bag, and that really helps. You don't have to worry about your skin sticking, messing up the acrylic or anything. So I've seen some people use nail glue to stick the real flower on, but personally for me, I just like using acrylic. I feel that it's better, it's more durable. And also wanted to mention that using the bag helps press down all sides of the flower. I know before I had tried using real flowers and the sides would sort of stick up, and I've seen some other people do that too, and the sides of the flower still want to stick up a little bit. So using a bag definitely helps. It really presses the flower into the acrylic and everything's nice and adhered. I also wanted to add a little bit of gold to the real flowers, so I just cut up very small pieces of gold foil and I wet the nail with monomer, and then while the brush is still a little bit wet with monomer, I pick up a small piece of foil and I place it on top of my nail where I wet the nail with monomer. And this just helps adhere the gold foil, there's really no need to put a little bit of acrylic on your nail. It's not necessary because the gold foil is so thin. And yeah, just put little pieces in between the flowers. So I just keep repeating this down the nail, and I'm also doing the same thing on my ring nail. And after I did this, and I'm glad I noticed this before I encapsulated the nail, I realized that the order that I put the flowers on my middle nail, I did the same on my ring nail, just on the opposite side. I'm like, this doesn't look good. It just looks too uniform. So I ended up filing off 2 of the flowers on my ring nail, and I replaced those with different color flowers. I didn't show that because it was like 2 a.m. when I did it, and I didn't even think about filming it, but you'll see in the after pictures video that it is different. So I just wanted to mention that. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. After the acrylic is fully dried, I just go in with a nail file and I'm thinning down the acrylic on the surface, and I'm shaping the sides of the nail, and then I'll be applying a gel top coat to make these nails nice and shiny. And the gel top coat also makes the nails look super clear, and that's my favorite part. Now I'm applying gel top coat to all of my nails, and I love this part when I'm doing clear nails because once you have that top coat, these nails turn into glass. They are so clear and so pretty. I love this part. I've done clear nails in the past, and my absolute favorite part is applying gel top coat. But anyway, I'm just applying, this is a no wipe top coat. I prefer no wipes because I just hate wiping the sticky layer off. I always use, well, I don't always use, but 99% of the time I try to use a no wipe top coat, and this is the Cacee or Cacee brand. I've bought it from a beauty supply store, but you can also get it on Amazon if you prefer to shop on Amazon, and I'll have a link to that below. And I just love this part, love applying gel top coat because the nails just turn into glass. So pretty. After I've applied gel top coat, I just cure in my UV lamp for 2 minutes. I'm not sure if this gel top coat also cures in an LED, but it definitely cures in a UV, which I've been using that for years. I felt that the index and pinky nails were just a bit too plain for me. For other people, they're probably like, girl, that is enough. Enough glitter, enough bling. But it just needed to add a little something extra. So I went through my Swarovski crystals and I found these absolutely perfect crystals for this nail design and for fall. So I'm using Swarovski Fire Opal, Citrine, and Hyacinth. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Not sure if the size is right offhand, but I'll put it in the description box the sizes that I use. But offhand, I think the Fire Opal are SS. I suck at the SS sizes. Whenever I edit the video and I'm putting all the info in the description box, I'll go back and I'll double check just to make sure I'm getting the sizes right, and I have links to where I bought them and everything. So I just thought these colors were perfect. The red, orange, yellow are my favorite colors for fall. There's tons of others, but I just wanted to use, because I'm using the orange, yellow, white, I didn't really have those colors in Swarovski, but I thought the Fire Opal was beautiful. I love the Fire Opal. Really wish I could find them in a smaller size, but the smallest I could find them was I believe 4 mm, or maybe it was a 3, but anywhere else I just couldn't find them smaller than that. So I had to go to, I was just going to do all Fire Opal around my cuticle area, but then couldn't find the Fire Opal in small enough size, so I had to get the yellow ones, the Citrine, and then I got some, already had the red ones. So just applying that around, God, I am rambling, but I'm just applying that around my cuticle area with some nail glue.